think so. My bad. I didn't mean to sniff. Yo. My mic sounds nice. Mic check 1, 2. What is this? Still got that little rap shit in me. You know what I'm saying? New music coming. All that rapper stuff. You know what time it is. You know, big rapper time or whatever. Hold up. My bad. I've had a day. Support. No, I don't want to put that. Just here. I hate. Just hate doing this. Oh, Star Wars. I should have put that in the description. Let's talk Star Wars. How awesome, Thoughts. It's so awesome. Yeah. Let me put that right there. Hold on. I'm gonna get the multi-stream chat going too, because I want to see who's all in here. I gotta pin this real fast. Is the multi-stream gonna pin it too? Huh. Be my lover, won't you be? I don't think I'll be able to comment, but go ahead. Let's start the show. Alrighty then. I don't even know what am I good in the lighting? Yo, I wanted to tone it down. Like, it was mad bright last week and it was OD. When you say something is good, it doesn't necessarily mean that the opposite thing is bad. It shouldn't be an offense to compliment something. Oh, yo, when y'all hear this song, we lit. I'll turn it up so y'all can hear it at the end. Just so y'all can hear the clapping. Oh shit, my shit say Facebook Gaming. Okay. What? Drop a fire emoji looking at. I don't know, drop a slot machine. That's what I want. I want slot machines in the comments. Get the slot machines going. Be my lover, won't you be my... Yo, we lit. It's Kasabian Lavoe. Wow. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. The show that never ends. It just goes on and on and on. Damn, we should try to take a Zoom. Tomorrow, we doing a Zoom cast, and then we going to see how that goes, because I think we about to do twice a week Zoom cast. Shout out to all the podcast listeners, my A1 day ones. Shout out to all the YouTube viewers, the Facebook viewers. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know how to support the show. Hit the Cash App. Go to klavoe.com, www.klavoe.com. It's in Spanish too, www.klavoe.com. Fuck, I was supposed to say punto. Oh, I'm sorry, stuff. Oh, YouTube's algorithms, son. It's punto com. Anyway. They said you can't cuss for the first 10 minutes, and I have a potty mouth, straight potty mouth. I have no filter. I don't know how to stop it. It just happens. Like it's frustrating. Head over to klavoe.com, support the podcast. I have a little bit of asthma. My bad. I have a little bit of asthma. Damn, it looks far as shit. All right, look at me. There's so much going on in here. Like, it's ridiculous, but I'm in my little spot, so I'm good. Yo, head over to klavoe.com. Check out the merch. No, there's no merch. Let me tell you what happened with the merch. The merch was being made in California. Corona happened. I canceled my account. When I went to go restart my account with the website, they want to charge me for like my 5-year plan. And I just don't know if I really want to pay $1,100 to have a merchant thing for some merch that we might sell, and it might do well and it might not. Like, I like having the print shop here, so I literally went and got all my print shop things and I set it back up in the house. I think I'm just gonna print them myself and I'll mail them out. I don't care. I'm not gonna deal with third parties and all that shit. So we'll figure it out. We're gonna figure out how to get the new merch to y'all. But go stream the music, download the music. If you haven't, There's a book that I wrote that's in there. Go check it out. It's a dope ass book. It's about driving Uber and Lyft. So let me tell you why I'm talking about this. First off, it doesn't offend me if you met me driving. Like, I enjoy driving. It's therapeutic. It really is. I talk about that. I drive probably 14 hours a day for the regular shit that I do in regular life, not necessarily work, just in general. I'm always out. I have to go talk to clients, or I'm setting up meetings. I'm doing things. Like, I'm very busy. If I have downtime, I live real far. There's nothing around my house. I live at the end of the city. I'm mad far. If there's nothing for me to do, I can't come home and just kick it and then go back out. Like, once I'm out all day. I start driving, make money. Probably never gonna get, doing them a favor, And shit, ain't no shame in making money. That's you better be proud of how you make your money. That's what you can't judge nobody's hustle, right? But I find it funny when another man wants to come at me for that, like, oh, you gave me a ride. Like, all right. I bet if your girlfriend was in my car, I'd have her in my phone. Then that's a fact. That's a fact. You get me, Jack? Stop playing yourself, man. That shit don't bother me. Like, I wrote a book about it, and I've been paid. Matter of fact, I wrote a book. Check this out. Jay Prince wrote a book, and he put it out on iTunes, and I was so blown away that I wrote that book, and I self-published it instead of sending it off to a publishing house, because I said, shit, if Jay Prince can do that, I could do that. So I self-published my own book about that experience, and I actually stopped doing it for a while and got bored again, and my insomnia fucks with me. So around fucking 1:30, I wake up and I'm like wide awake type shit, and I can't sleep. So I go drive. It's therapeutic. Like, and I'm making money. Who the fuck don't want to make money? Like, and trust me, it's nobody's pressed. Bro, I could kick it at home and just play Call of Duty all day. Like, I'm not even tripping. I find it funny that you can't even have a conversation with another man online. Like, it's wild, bro. Like, they just get mad offensive. Like, it's crazy that the virtuoso, like, liberal will jump in your post and go wild. And then you'll get the man, because you got honestly, you got the virtuoso ones that like to come in there. Then the super woke crowd that comes in and kind of agrees with the virtuoso ones, but they really don't. It's a whole different little thing. And then you always get that Captain Save a Whole dude that comes in and thinks that he's gonna change the whole game or something by whatever. And honestly, if I missed your comment, my bad. But it's hard to answer when we got two screens going. We really don't. It's not an interactive show. It's gonna be. We're adapting. Don't get offended by that. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. If I could see everybody's comments and talk to everybody, I would. I would love to. That would be a dope ass show. But don't think you're going to come on here and offend me because you don't like what I said in the post. And unfortunately, the problem with the post was that people wanted to use that post to put a light on me that wasn't true. And that's what bothered me. That when Shorty made that comment that she made, you over there acting like you saving something. Like, mind your business and read what was said. And if you got a problem, my DM's open. You can hit me up. But that shit was corny what you did. And because, and I'm going to go into the cash app. We're going to send you that $5 back, bro. We ain't pressed over here. But back to the show. That really bothered the fuck out of me. It really did, yo. Anyway, back to the show. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Shout out to all the YouTube watchers, the podcast listeners over on Anchor and iTunes, Spotify, everywhere you hear us, Facebook Live. This show is brought to you by, oh, damn it. Fucking lighting. Pop, pop, pull, pop, pull, pop, 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 pop. What is Popple, Kasabian? Oh, I'm glad you asked. What? You said you need my information? You need my information? Fucking case. Is it because you're asleep? What's wrong with you? Why do you embarrass me, dude? That's supposed to happen when I tap it. Oh. All right. What's Popple? Oh, Popple is this awesome digital RF reader that you can use to share all your information. I'm in real estate. If you didn't know that, I sell houses all over the world. There's nowhere I can't sell a house. So if you need a house, talk to me. You need to sell your house, talk to me. I can help you. That's my job. I do this as well and many other things. We all know that. So in order for me to get, my information out there and make sure that I can get to the most people as possible and as cleanly as possible. Like, Corona's here, right? This ain't going nowhere. Who wants a nasty business card? I don't want to touch a nasty business card. Hey, I'm in line at Starbucks. Shorty in front of me was like, oh, we thinking about selling our homes. And I said, and she was like, oh my God, what'd you say? And I took my mask down and everybody's like, oh no, joking. But you remember, right? The lady said, I'm going to sell my house. I said, ma'am, I didn't mean it that day. Her husband, we set up an appointment. We might have a listing coming soon. Why? Because I was able to give her my information quickly and efficiently. And it gives you, literally, you get everything. Like, honestly, can you, you see that? You get the whole thing and they even get your picture. And, you got to put the fat picture on there and let people see you and switch it up and keep it interesting. Marketing is key and saving money is a big thing. So use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout. Go to Popl, popl.co. Use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout and save 20%. Why? Because I want to help you grow. That's the goal here. This is a business podcast. We talk business things and business things only. You dig? We don't talk bit. We talk all type of stuff. And of course, now I stop cussing and we're just finally past the 10-minute mark, right? Yo, that's crazy. I want to get my boy Nelson on the show when we start the streamcast. Oh yeah, so we're gonna start streamcasting, Zoom casting. That's what they call it. But I want to do like a room of like 10 people or try to get like a group of people and then like little by little we have conversations and talk and we do it, live. I think that'd be dope. So if you're interested in something like that, I'll have the link in the descriptions so that if it's a Zoom room, I guess, I don't know how to work Zoom. I got to figure it out. But we'll do the link and then you could, jump in and jump on the show and let's talk and let's see if we can do an interactive version of the Kasabian Lavoe Show. And let's have some real discourse. I'm open for discourse. That's what the show is about, is to get you to talk. So if I can get people on, and then, I think it'd be fun to have co-hosts with different opinions. Not necessarily trying to start fucking, fights and arguing, but I would really like to have just different opinions, And if you got something to say and you got something you want to put out there to the world, please let me give you a platform. The donation things will be there. Y'all donate, y'all get on, and we'll have a awesome show. And, let's see what comes of that. We haven't really spoken on politics. I was trying to stay away from it, but it gets irritating when the new regime, I'm doing the bunny fingers, when the new regime is literally race baiting every single problem in the world. I just heard a lady right now talking about she's going to be the climate control lady or some shit. And she's like literally saying how fucking bad we have it in the ghetto with weather. Like, not word for word, but I mean, she's like, yeah, now we finally understand what climate is doing to people in poverty. Like, I don't understand. What does that mean? Does it only rain in ghettos and poor neighborhoods? It doesn't rain in nice neighborhoods? Like, am I tripping? Has that been a thing? Like, I haven't lived in a bad neighborhood in a long time, but get the fuck out of here. Like, if it rains at my house, it rains in the bad ones too. Like, what does that even mean? And honestly, just because they're impoverished, it doesn't mean that they were. I guess if you live in like rural country and the rain fucks up the land, I don't know. That was weird. But everything is race. It's like race this, race that, race this, race that. And what really sparked me off this week was that he said, Joe Biden says they want to eradicate student debt and that would close the racial wage gap. That is weird to think that just getting rid of student loans, you're going to make a whole race of people just all of a sudden come out of poverty and be wealthy. Like, where does that come from? Like, where are these statistics coming from? Like, if you look at student debt, it's not even brown and black people. Like, most of it is white people. So why is it even a race thing? Like, if you just say, hey, we're going to clear student debt, and if you have student debt, this can help you. Well, that's fine. It doesn't have to be black, white, or anything. Like, that's the problem. You turn this conversation into now statistics on what race does what. And now you start a whole nother mess of conversations that really don't need to be had. If you're going to forgive it, you have to have a better reason than we're going to close a race gap in money. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, do you understand how ignorant that is? Now, one issue with student loans that a lot of people don't understand is that during the Obama administration, that they backed student loans by the government, meaning just like they fuck up everything in the free market, the government is now guaranteeing schools they're going to pay them. Do you know what happens when you're guaranteed to be paid? You raise the fucking price, and that's exactly what they've done. The biggest issue with raising prices is that now you have classes that honestly don't do shit for you. So by not doing shit for you and overcharging you, you're now in debt, because I don't think an education should put you in debt. That needs to be taken care of. That's a little weird, right? That you're in a country and everybody's supposed to be like the best, and you're not doing everything you can for them to be the best. Another conversation though. Definitely another conversation. Statistically speaking, more white people have loans. Another great statistic is that more brown and black people graduate than, well, actually all minorities, Asians too, will graduate more than the white counterparts, right? Even though they're lesser of a class, more of them graduate. So if 10 go, 9 graduate, which is a beautiful thing. That's awesome. But the real question that I always have when it comes to these student loan conversations is, one, let's stop with the race and let's just talk about the money and the numbers. One, why would the government back a student loan? Like, that doesn't even make any sense, right? I believe in investing in the people, right? When the government backs the student loan, as I was saying earlier, they're just giving a guarantee. So now you're going to rob the Coke. You're going to rob for what they did to the Coke Crush, right? You're going to raise all the prices. You're going to jump all that shit. It's guaranteed you're going to get paid. So as a business, of course, you're going to overcharge now for something that honestly doesn't work. Why? Because you're going to just keep on making money. The rates are outrageous, and nobody should sign those damn contracts. Like, those things are crazy. 18 to 20, nothing. Like, at 25, your brain is formed, and that's when you should make these crazy ass decisions. Like, honestly, if any regular adult grabbed that loan paper and said, damn, that's the interest rate, that's how long, you would never do it. You would never do it. You know, that was one thing, right? You can't expect the government to carry everything, because the government doesn't make any money. They don't sell anything. Like, we're technically the product. Whatever we do, whatever we invent, whatever we spend, they get a piece of it, and then they spend it back on us for firefighters, trucks, for themselves, for our roads, lights to be on in the street, shit like that, right? If you didn't know, now you know. That's where taxes come from. The government has no money. When the government takes from the rich, it literally takes their money that they worked for to give it to somebody else that didn't work. That's not okay. We want to have equality. We're not looking for equal outcome, right? But my second issue when it comes to student loans and the issues that I see with student loans, it's a pedigree to go to school. It's not the degree. It doesn't do anything. There's very few places that'll say, hey, can we see your bachelor's? And you know what? I've been out of the workforce for so long, but I'll tell you the truth. When we were hiring people for the store, I didn't check one person's diploma. Like, they could have said they got it and don't got it. I really didn't give a shit. I need capable and competent adults. Those pieces of paper really don't mean much. In certain fields, licensing and restrictions, because the government has had to step in to make sure that they protect the people from these businesses taking advantage of people. For example, real estate, we're heavily regulated. The medical field's heavily regulated, but it's years of school. You pass tests and then you become licensed. Not all jobs require those steps, right? Some do. For example, you would say, honestly, that, going to real estate school after college, after high school, is like a vocational school, because you're going in for the one trade and, you come out of there and you're ready to go. They don't give out the best advice when you're in high school or college. Like, nobody's in there teaching you how to get a job, right? So my third point being, well, first off, the second point was that, what are you really paying for? And is it just to say you went there, or is it because it actually helped you and you built something from it? You know what I'm saying? So it's not a degree, it's a pedigree. Like, oh yeah, I went to such and such. I went to Brown. I went to Harvard. I went to Stanford. I went to yada yada yada. Cool. Who gives a shit? Like, can you do the job? Are you competent? Like, that to me is more important than where you went. And the absorbent amount of money that they spend on their education that doesn't equate when they're in the workforce. That is something that needs to be discussed, which brings me to my third point. What do we go to school for, and what do you expect from school? In all reality, in the beginning stages of going to school, it's more like learning how to be people with other people. Excuse me. I'm excusing myself. Beg my pardon. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you almost just learn how to be community, right? You meet other people, you learn from other people. It's a great incubator for creativity. It builds lifelong friendships, and you integrate people that maybe would have never met. And it's a beautiful thing when it works, and when it doesn't work, damn it, it's hell. But when it works, it's awesome, right? Now, when you start getting into high school, you should be learning how to pay bills. You should be learning how to do taxes, like legitimately learn these things, and then learn how to adapt and use these things. Because if they're not teaching kids how to work iPads, iPhones, and how to fix dead batteries and phones, and how to take care, like how to solder shit, if they're not teaching kids how to do code, just simple coding, if they're not teaching kids these like new things, then school's failing, because school has to adapt. You can't keep teaching the same shit thinking that we're going to get somewhere different. Like, investing in our people is such an important thing, and we skip right over it. It drives me crazy. Sweden does it well. I think we could do it better. If we invest in everybody in this country and we put them to school, put them to work, and everybody's working together, tax money is going to go crazy. Everybody's going to be paying taxes. We'll be able to have amazing roads everywhere. We'll be able to continue to provide the great service to the world that we do, because all we got now is mad people in this country and less intelligent people doing things that are really, of substance. Because we're just getting bigger and bigger. Now we have to grow because everybody else is growing. But damn, a nation with 300 million idiots and 100 million geniuses ain't going to compare to the billion people in China or the billion people that's coming down in Brazil. Like, the people are just chugging along everywhere in the world, right? So what is school for? Isn't it to find a job? Like, there was a lot of classes I took that bothered me, and quiet as kept, conventional college didn't work for me. I tried that shit after high school. I was out. I did digital, everything. All my shit was online, and I had to go to little rooms and take finals, and that was great. A year ago, we would say that shit was bullshit, wasn't a real education, and now today, studies show that these kids are actually learning better with homeschooling, because you're face-to-face with the teacher, and it's the first time the teacher isn't outranked by the kids. Because even though the teacher's the adult, there's more kids than the teacher, so they win all the time. This is a great thing, right? We're actually discovering that kids are learning better when they have a more of a one-on-one approach that a lot of parents can't afford. That shit's expensive to even do, even think of, and we might be able to make headway educationally wise. Like, maybe this corona shit has a silver lining. Now, how long is one supposed to continue to accept the 13-year or 12-year plan that the government provides? Because that's what public school is, right? The government is saying this is what we expect for basic Americans. And my issue is that shit don't get you nowhere. Like, you don't even, half that shit that they teach in school, honestly, they need to do a better job of teaching and focus on things that are necessary for right now. Because if you start teaching, you can't teach people things from the past and then expect them to adapt and use it today. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Most of these kids are never going to spell properly, and if they do, great, I'm glad we worked on it, but it's very difficult for a lot of kids to understand these little shapes that we call letters, right? And using a phone, you can speak to the phone and the phone will type it out. So if you can verbally communicate, you can technically get through life. You won't need to use your hands for anything. Most of the shit's done online now. Are they teaching that? Are they teaching kids how the internet works? Like, legitimately teaching these things, talking about it. When do they talk about taxes? When do they tell kids how taxes work? When do they, like, honestly, not one of them breeze over, the Tea Party bullshit. No. Legitimately break down taxes. Like, why do I pay X amount of dollars out of my check every month? What does that do? And then tell kids, yes, it's economics. Yes, it may seem boring, but damn it, it's for your life, right? Like, if you go to school, you want to be able to get out of school and do something better. Like, who the fuck, you're getting an education right now that just doesn't equate to anything that's going to be successful. It really isn't. There's nothing there that shows that you're going to learn from K through 12, anything that'll put you in a power position over a kid in, you know what? That's going to be hard because there's a lot of places that have really a lot of good schools. And in America, there's some great fucking schools in certain cities that have like jobs that need them, right? Like Arizona is a huge tech town, and those kids are very, very intelligent because the businesses there need them to be intelligent to run, right? Like, so you go to school to go to work. So Vegas has really bad schools. Why? Because it's kind of hard to have physicists and fucking scientists and engineers in valet or parking because there's no work here. There's nothing to do. Vegas is not the greatest place for work. The Strip is most of the work here. And if you're not in construction or you're not in entertainment or you're not in some type of shit, what else makes good money here? I mean, entertainment and construction, to be honest. Yeah, you got to be a business owner of some sort, and it's like everybody can't be a business owner. We do need workers. Everybody, it's an ecosystem that we build. So nobody's better than nobody. We need everybody. You would want a town full of people that are smart, and you would want work for those people. And it helps when everybody's intelligent because intelligence brings a lot of fucking peace, bro. And keeping people busy is so important. Like, just you go to school, you learn a good education, you can get a job and take care of yourself. You're not depending on nobody. You're not asking for shit. You don't get sick as much because you're healthy now. You're taking care of yourself. You're making enough money to go to a doctor. And all I'm asking for is a education that'll do that. Is that too much to ask for? Fuck student debt. I'm talking about what are we going to do to make school work the way it's supposed to work and then make, the next generation have a fucking fighting chance in the global market. Like, either way, America runs shit. We're not using the Chinese Facebook. No, we use Facebook. Zuckerberg is from here. We use Twitter. Jack's from here. Cash App, that's Jack. That's all American shit. We got Elon, that's Tesla. You know what I'm saying? The American dream is still a thing. We got to keep it alive. But fuck, if we keep on teaching kids the same curriculum from 30 years ago, where are we going to go? Like, there's people that go to jail 10 years ago come out now, and the acceleration in how we live today is mind-blowing compared to how we used to live. Like, a person can literally go to jail for 2 years, come back and be so far fucking behind with all the new stuff and almost will never be able to catch up. Or they adapt in this weird way. Or they don't adapt at all. Because that's how fast things are moving. So how come our educational system isn't moving that same way? School's to get a job. You can't tell me anything else. If school is not to get a job, then what the fuck is school for? Because at the end of the day, you got to have a job and pay bills. So what is school for? It doesn't make any sense. You can't punish these kids because they don't understand your curriculum. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, some kids have a blurred vision of what life should be. And that's when, the heart of a teacher comes in. But I get it. The system is against teachers, though. The system, come on, Common Core, that's the dumbest shit I ever seen. And you could thank your boy Bill Gates for that bullshit. Him and his wife wanted to implement that dumbass shit. And what does that cause? Yo, math looks so fucking stupid right now. Honestly, like, the smartest people might do the dumbest shit. So maybe not everybody's smart, but like a little bit smart and a little bit stupid. That's all I'm saying. Because there's certain things that kids definitely should be learning. And then there's certain things that kids, I just don't see why the fuck are we wasting our time. Algebra, it's wonderful to know if you need it. Geometry, wonderful to know if you need it. Certain things in science, they're great to know if you need them. Vocational schools are amazing for that reason. You go to school for just that thing, The hardest thing, I think, for anyone to decide is what they want to do. So, giving them enough mental power to decide, let me try a few things, and then when I'm comfortable with what I think I want to do, in more of a hands-on fashion, then I can go to school, get my shit right in 6 to 9 months, a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you graduate high school when you're 18. Honestly, you shouldn't be running out the house. Like, I know that shit sounded cool when we were kids, but there's really no need. I would rather, at 18, as a parent, I want all my kids to buy condos. I think we should teach our kids about ownership. And if they're going to spend money on an apartment, how about we invest in a condo together? I'll let you stay home, but we'll buy this condo and you'll rent it out and you'll run it. You'll have to be the landlord. I'm going to teach you how to run a business. to support yourself, because I don't want to support you. When you're old enough to support yourself, like, in life as parents, there's no rules to this, but honestly, we got to teach you how to be good people, teach you how to respect yourselves, respect everyone around you, defend yourself, and then we have to teach you how to make money and take care of yourself, right? So let me nurture you properly by also instilling a business ethic right off the rip. If at 18 you become an owner of a condo, you have so much power with your credit. These are things that people don't tell you. If you can own a condo at 18, by 2021, you will have mad money. You will be and okay, let's say you get a condo that needs a little bit of work. Now you put sweat equity in. You learned a lesson. You get a condo, maybe you rent it out, and you only rent it out for $900, right? And I'm gonna help my daughters and my sons do all this, right? So you get a condo, you rent it out the way it is, you get $900 for it. You do a 6-month lease, they move out, and you go, you know what? If I clean this up a little bit with the money that I made from them living here, I think we could ask for more. I agree with you. We clean it up. I'm gonna help you out because I'm dad. Dad gotta help. We're gonna clean it up, put down some nice floors, change the paint. Now we can charge $1,200, $1,300. Let's just say the mortgage is $700. So anything over $700 a month, your rent that you'll be taking in is profit for you. I'm not going to step on that. My goal is to teach you how to be a boss, though. When there's an issue in the home, I want you to handle it. When there's a tenant that's not paying, we have to go through the legal steps. When it comes to renovating to make more money, like that's a great investment. If you can take 6 months of rent money, throw it into the condo, raise rent by 30%, holy shit, like that is great business. These are lessons that you can't learn in school. You learn this shit outside in the streets. What is school for? What is it for? What are we doing? We got kids learning nothing. They really aren't learning shit. And then we got people going into debt for things that the government shouldn't be responsible for. And if the government is responsible for your loan, they should put you into something that's going to get you a job guaranteed. And not guaranteed, let me not say that because nothing's guaranteed, but they should put you in a position that would at least give you the education and give you the skill set to get any job in that skill set because of what you know and how you work it. For example, like a HVAC, you go to school, you get your own truck, it's on you to get work, but they have given you all the tools and knowledge to work and make all the money you need. Your job is now to sell yourself. Shit like that. Like you basically got to sell yourself to these businesses. And then, when you stop thinking in the minimum wage mentality, you'll understand that at a point in time, you stop asking for so much an hour and you just sell yourself. And there's going to be an allotment of money that's just for you because of what you provide. And minimum wage ain't shit. I'm talking about you want 6-7 figures from what you do. You have a value that doesn't even come in at an hourly rate. We're not even going to, it's going to be a nice, decent check every week. And then there's going to be competition. So you got to be better than them, and you'll make even more when you can outwork the competition. And then shit, man, there's just so much to get into. But the idea that a student loan eradication is going to do something to help the racial wage gap is irresponsible to say. It's race bait, and it's just stupid. We shouldn't even have to put up with bullshit like that. That is terrible and embarrassing. I don't care what y'all said about Trump. That's fine. That's over with. All I'm saying is that I don't think nobody should make everything about race. Like, that shit is crazy. We need to cut that shit out. It really is fucking crazy. People don't even know how to communicate right now, and every time you put something out there that says some dumb shit like it's a race issue, you're just going to cause emotions that have nothing to do with it. If you look at what it is, it doesn't even benefit the black community in that way or the brown community. And when they say race, unfortunately, the first thing you do is think black and white. You forget about everybody else. It's mad of us, right? Yo, the dogs are wilding. If you could hit a chain link fence right now, that shit sound like Bojangles. It's going crazy out there. Tom Cruise spazzed out on set, and that was probably one of the funniest shits I've ever heard. Like, I guess Tom Cruise thinks the entire world runs off of the movie industry. I like his encouragement. I like how passionate he was about the whole mask thing, but I think he's out of his fucking mind thinking that he's doing so much for the world right now. Like I said, COVID is real. Never said COVID was fake. Wash your hands and wear your mask. Don't go outside without your mask and shit. And then don't catch your attitude with these people that are working. They got to deal with that shit. They don't even get a choice. They don't want to fucking see you. Stop walking in front of these people acting like that. Like, that shit's wild. Wash your hands. Be courteous, man. Hey, get off your fucking phone. You're at the store now, too. I don't need just fucking particulates and shit just coming out your fucking mouth while you walk. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Shut up. Text like a normal fucking person, you fucking animal. That shit is crazy. And dudes that wear underwear around their face, y'all, that's nasty. That's not even funny. Like, that shit just looks gross. It really look gross. What else are we gonna talk about? You know, Jay Prince had a quote. I'm gonna save it for the next episode. But Jay Prince had a dope ass quote that oh yeah, I'm getting this tattoo lasered off. I want to move it. I don't like the positioning of it. It makes my eye. If I redo it, I might. I don't know. Got to get it lasered off. Anybody that does laser tattoos, hit me up. I'll take a free. Just laser my teardrop, please. I appreciate you. Well, that's all we got, y'all. I completely forgot what the topic was. Like, I literally was working on this whole school shit, and I got so irritated because I got to stop talking to people in comments. I have to stop. I have to be better than that, but I'm really not. And I actually, you know, I say all the time, text talking is probably the dumbest way to talk to people because you can't feel the emotion. You can't understand where they're coming from, and it just takes too long to talk that way. The communication is terrible. Like, a debate should be instant and well thought out at that, but I mean, it shouldn't be read. And then I'm going to read it in my voice. I'm not, like I try to explain to people, I don't like arguing over messages because I'll read it in my voice. I won't read it in your voice. You understand? Like, we all read things in a certain voice. Like, some people have, there's a quote that says, don't get mad at me for what you made me out to be or what you think I am, or the image that you see of me, right? Like, don't get mad because you thought I was something. Like, for some reason, people were under the impression that I was like this crazy ass fucking drug addict because all I did was post pictures like lean and shit and smoking weed, and we was always out having a good time. And that was never the case. Like, I went to go do a song with an artist, and he had pills, liquor, he had all type of shit, weed. I'm like, what's all this shit? He's like, let's get high so we can write and do things. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't even get high when I write music. Like, I don't need to. It's a high. Writing music is exciting. Like, I might smoke a blunt and try to charge up my memories, but I mean, even then, I'd rather just have good weather and write. Like, that shit is fun. Like, I don't even be doing drugs like that. Like, I don't even drink no more shit. I had 2 beers on my birthday. That was it. Some champagne, some good wine every once in a while. What pills? I don't gotta pop no fucking pills. Can't find lean nowhere anyway. Jay just said he got some lean shit. I wouldn't mind some lean. But, yeah, I ain't out here doing all that shit. I smoke some weed from time to time, and it's frowned upon. Very irritating that it's frowned upon. Doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't be frowned upon. Thank you again to everyone that listens on the podcast. Listens on Anchor and Apple Podcasts. Thank you. To the millions of fans, all of y'all. Y'all the best. Shout out to the YouTube. You know, like, subscribe if you made it this far. I appreciate you. Go to the Facebook page, Kasabian Lavoe Show. Give us a like, share, let people know. Then we had a good show. We were supposed to come on yesterday. I had to help Gilbert do some shit. We're moving an arcade machine. Gilbert owns a video game company, and they build like really dope one-off, unique arcade machines. And it's pretty fucking awesome that they do that, dude. It's just dope, bro. Like, Gilbert is living the dream. Like, he's living the dream, and it's pretty awesome, and it's good to see your people shine. So anyway, I helped him drop this video game off, and it literally took the whole afternoon. He was like, nah, it'll be fast. Nah, it wasn't fast. It took a while. But good shit, and I love kicking it with my homie. What else? Marissa wants to come on the show, so we'll see what the hell she wants to talk about. And then tomorrow will be that first Zoom. The Zooms might not be recorded for the podcast, so if you're listening on iTunes, Spotify, whatever, Anchor and whatnot, know that those we won't record. And if we start recording them, I'll let you know. We might name it something different. My name is Kasabian Lavoe.